accent to do because
Because
it's like
then you
got all
have to
these...
get your eyes, and your eyes need to sound like E's.
Because, fuck, you gotta twist your tongue
Yeah,
in
you have
so
to
many
twist.
ways.
Yeah, I know, and it's like, bleh.
You know, like your mouth has to move a
And
certain
you have
way,
to
and I
roll
just
your
can't do
R's
that.
like in everything. Everything's like.
Well, okay, you know, like, and like instead of like ooh, you know, the sound ooh,
Yeah.
it's
Ugh. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
and then like L is ill.
Yeah.
Ill.
Yeah.
Ill.
It is.
Ill.
That's it.
You guys know we're live,
That's
right?
Oh, great. Now we're bloody live, he says.
No, I don't think it's proper to make fun of my accent because I think at the end of the day, we all sound like dumbasses.
We are live.
Speak for yourself, you can.
We are live, and this is supposed to be a wrestling show.
Well, I'll tell you all about wrestling. I'll wrestle with your face and my fist. Ding, 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 bitches.
Let's hit
What are you trying to be, a Joey McIntyre out here?
Let's hit the music, man. Get on mute, man. Get the hell out of here.
Yes, hit that elevator music.
No,
Stupid American.
no.
Exactly.
It's a
Go for
wrestling
it.
show. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are ENTHooligins!
Ladies and gentlemen, live, it is a packed house, and we are back, baby!
That's right, the chat room is open. Social media links listed down below, ladies and gentlemen. I also have for your hearing and musical orgasmic pleasures SoundCloud listed down below as well. You could also check us out on Twitch as we are streaming live on Twitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, bust that orgasm, baby, because we are here. It is live. The time is now.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I am one of your hosts. I am known as Baby Moy. He is Mr. Schofield, and we are joined by the lovely Christelle. What's going on, baby girl?
I like that there wrestling. Mm-hmm.
Way to sound appealing after I just basically hyped you up. There goes that. Maybe not so lovely now, guys, but
No, wrestling is. We are here, and we are here to stay, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, we're here. We're live, baby. Wrestling is
That's
gonna get us
right.
through the apocalypse.
that's,
What?
we don't
Wrestling's getting us through the apocalypse.
we don't have an empty arena here, baby.
That's right.
Dig it. Dig it.
Speaking of empty arenas, though, before we get to that, there are people. Yeah, you see what I did there? There are people who I do want to shout out. I want to shout out my mom. I want to shout out my dad, obviously. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Hope everything is going well for y'all. Want to shout out Anthony. Tony. What's up, Tony? Listen, don't get up in your feelings about the Nintendo Switch now, baby. All right.
Oh, you saw that?
Oh, and Moses, you need to send me a link, baby. You gotta send me a link because we got to put that link all over the social media platform, baby. What? The Hall of Famer, WW 2018 Hall of Famer, Mr. Schofield and the Christelle, baby. You gotta post that link on the Facebook, on the book with the face, baby.
Oh
You
my
got
god,
it?
I just got goosebumps.
Could you Jimmy Hart it?
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, baby, I can see my heart. Oh yeah, I sure can, baby. I sure can. Ooh. No, I can't. My vocal cords just won't girl it up that good. However, I can do you one better. Oh yeah. Baby.
Ooh.
I don't think my balls have ever been squeezed this hard.
I'm
There
done.
you go. There's the link, big case. Case is going to be posting up the link, ladies and gentlemen. And if you want to catch us on Twitch, that is twitch.tv/ENTHooligins. Twitch.tv/ENTHooligins. That again is ENTHooligins. Facebook link, like I said. Twitter link, like I said. All listed down below. Ignore that.
Very nice, sir. Very nice.
Will you stop?
You like them there taters?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
So while Case posts up the link for you guys, here we go.
Wait, I have some shout outs.
All right. Well, we're not getting to the topic yet. Go ahead. Shout outs.
Well, it's a very very simple shout
No,
out.
go ahead. Take your time.
Shout out to the entire ENTHooligins crew. What's up, you guys?
Awesome stuff. So it's March. It's 3/16, and we all know what the world is facing at this current point. It's no secret. It's all around us. You can feel it. You can taste it. You can hear it. You can smell it. You could. Oh, your senses. But here's the thing. My wrestling schedule has been tampered with quite a lot. I was looking forward to the New Japan Cup. Not to be. They canceled all of the shows.
Hold out that real quick. This latest text message with the Mania and Vince and that, is this the current live link?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Sorry about that. Okay, continue.
You got it, buddy. So I was very much looking forward to the New Japan Cup, as we all know, and if you guys are like wrestling fans to the point where you watch everything and anything under the sun, you know that from March to April, New Japan always runs this tournament, as I mentioned before, the New Japan Cup. And basically, the winner of that gets granted a title shot. And nobody does wrestling tournaments like New Japan. And yes, I am being biased, I admit it. But that is the God honest truth. I want you guys, if you haven't watched New Japan, and for those who say, oh, I don't watch because it's not in English. Oh, woe is me. You morons.
Kevin Kelly and Gino do a
Go
really
on
good job.
the New Japan World page, the njpwworld.com page, and change the language to English. There is a link there that says JP. Once you press on that, it turns the whole interface into the English language for you guys to understand. I wonder how I figured that out. Maybe through common sense, which is something that we covered on yesterday's show. You want to dig the archives and look for that one, guys. It's a good podcast between me and my boy Case here. But to the topic at hand, seriously, guys, don't be lazy. Check it out. And check out the G1 tournaments. Check out the junior tournaments. Check out the New Japan Cup. Like I said, nobody does tournaments like New Japan. Okay? And no exaggeration, you are bound to have 2 to 3, 4.5 to 5-star matches on every single card that New Japan puts together, which is why it's very hard to even select what you would think match of the year is when it comes to the New Japan matchups and things that transpire throughout the year. It's really hard to even go ahead and pick out a match that one could say, yeah, this is the match of the year for them. But needless to say, that got ruined for me. Supposedly, March 31st is penciled in terms of Sakura Genesis, but that's even up in the air still, I'm going to assume, because the 15th and 16th of this month was still listed until mid last week, or was it the week prior? I forget. But the point is, it was once there, and now it's not there at all. None of the dates that were listed for half of the month of March are listed as they previously were. So I don't know if Ghetto is gonna rewrite the whole thing, or if he's just gonna scrap it and just move on, and we have Sakura Genesis and just keep on pushing forward to the next couple of events for the year.
And hopefully everybody's okay, you know, because what's going on, there as well, because they got hit really hard with the coronavirus, as did everybody, but, they did as well. So hopefully everybody's all right.
Real quick, Case, you want me to send you the Twitch app? The Twitch link?
Yeah. Go ahead.
One moment. Chris will take over while I jot this down.
Sure. As he was saying, it's very sad. Our wrestling schedule's been totally tweaked with, and it's not cool. But like I said, hopefully, everybody's okay. Nobody's gotten sick with this coronavirus, because it is kind of scary. But as I say to people, just do exactly what the pharmacists tell you. Do exactly what your doctors tell you, and you'll be fine. Absolutely.
If you just keep cool and
stop buying toilet paper, people. What?
Wow. That's powerful. I don't know. I don't know what to say to that one.
Flush. That's what you say to that.
Okay. But that's what's going on with New Japan. Was very upset about that because, like I said, when you look forward to watching something, right? But you got to put the safety of people and your athletes first, obviously. And I definitely understand that, despite the fact that I do think that some of us are overreacting over this, but. Again, be it the ease in how people can catch this if you're at close proximity to someone who has it. I guess you want to prevent it from going from one person to another person in exaggerated rapid succession. So that's what they're trying to prevent, obviously. So I definitely understand it.
Yeah, and I didn't mean to interrupt you, but the scientists still don't know much about this virus. That's what's scary.
Right. Because it's a new virus primarily, but I did read a report that Seattle is said to have a trial vaccine in 90 days.
Seattle's gotten hit so hard by this too.
They have. Wasn't they? Weren't they like Washington was the first state, right?
I think
it was.
I want to say
that in the Times.
Yeah,
the New York Times.
I do want to say I don't know for sure, but I think so.
Yeah, and getting a little personal, but not much. I have an autoimmune disease, and I have to kind of live like a hermit. So, not fun.
Oh, that must suck.
Yeah, it does. I can't really go out much. I can't really go out at all. So it's kind of like I'm stuck in this little bubble.
Well, don't you worry. We'll have Mo pop that bowl.
Hey, easy now.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. It's gonna happen. Maybe it has happened.
Is it really
already.
Gonna happen this time?
I could totally say something, but I'm not going to.
No,
that's your homework. Has it or has it not happened yet?
Oh.
Will it or will it not happen?
I'll just put it this way.
Oh boy, here we go.
Cherry pie. It's that lovely cherry pie, baby.
Cherry pie his ass on out of here. Get out of here.
No, don't hurt my cherry pie. Leave me alone.
I'm so done.
I don't know what this show.
What just happened here?
Okay, so
what just happened here?
I have
nothing.
I have lost all control. Pandemonium going wild.
Hey, Case, are you heating something up in the microwave? Over there.
I'm doing a podcast for live.
Oh.
I'm on what? I'm busy.
This man is tending to a phone call on here, folks. Oh Lord, but
no, I think this person's actually there.
Oh, this person's there?
Yeah.
It is Melanie Lee.
Oh, okay. I thought he was on. I thought it was turning into a call, but then I'm like, oh no, wait, he's on his phone. So how could he do that? Yeah, no, because the way I heard her, she sounded like she was coming through a phone receiver.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I picked it up.
What did this show just turn into? I'm like really lost. No.
Don't stress. Take a Xanax.
Look at Case giving his doctor's advice.
I know. Take a Xanax.
Isn't he sexy? Anyway.
Doesn't that make you want to eat him up?
No.
Yummy. Yummy.
No.
Okay.
So,
No,
so that's what's going on with New Japan. Hopefully they come back, folks, and I get to see their awesome tournaments. Even though I'm going to have to wait a long time for the G1 because it's not starting up until the month of October this
Sad
year.
face.
Yeah,
You know,
sad
and
face.
I'm really hoping that we can get back to some sort of normalcy. You know, my sister, I was on the phone with her the other night, and she put it to me the best I've ever heard it. She says, I've never wanted so badly to have a normal, boring life.
Exactly.
You know, and I think that can speak for most of us.
You know, it's funny because where I live, everything's very close. I'm like, I can't walk outside. It's weird.
So, here we go. Vince McMahon, the same guy.
Oh, yes.
The same guy who said the show must go on after Owen Hart fell to his death. Now, the only time in a sense that I agreed with him in terms of the show must go on was 9/11. Because you can look at this situation that we're going through right now, and you could look at 9/11. Obviously, two different beasts, two different scenarios.
Totally.
Right? So, the difference here, though, why don't I have a problem with anyone or with WWE proceeding and ongoing with their shows is because, after 9/11, is because we weren't dealing with anyone contracting any sort of virus or disease when it came to 9/11. It was an event that happened, sure. A tragic event, sure. Too close for comfort in my case, absolutely. But there wasn't this existing danger of you coming down with something regardless. And I think it's something that had to be done because of how the whole state of the not just the US, but how the whole state of the world was when 9/11 occurred. And somebody needed to put a smile on somebody's face here and to make us forget a little bit, at least momentarily, make us forget about what the media was dishing out and make us forget of our troubles. So good on that. But in this case, for the show to go on, now, it's funny and it's crazy because I agree and I disagree with it in this instant. I agree with it for the same reasons, to put our troubles away at least for 2-3 hours a week. In AEW's case, the same, for 2 hours a week, put our troubles away. But where I disagree with it is here. What if one of the wrestlers does have the virus? Remember, you're sharing locker rooms with people. Okay?
Yep.
What if one of the camera crew has it? What if one of the ring crew have it? You never know.
Exactly.
And that's the risk that you run in continuously throwing your shows out there, and I'm talking to both right now, AEW and WWE. So I'm not excluding anyone here. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So it's a big risk.
The arena.
I understand, but there's still people there that run the show. There's still people there that you come close to in proximity, close enough to where this thing could be passed on to another wrestler, to an announcer, to a referee. You just don't know.
Right, and let's not forget too the airtime. And what I mean by that is it can last 3 hours in the air, but they're saying that it can last up to 3 months on a surface.
Now, what types of surfaces are these that you're talking about?
For example, so we had a case about 45 minutes to my south from where I live, where this lady was diagnosed with the coronavirus. And she recovered from it. Okay. She went to the mall and spent 2 hours there after they told her that she recovered from it. Well, they closed down the mall for a day to clean it. But my point is, it's still there. If it's trapped somewhere and it can't get out, it's going to stay there for a long time.
How do you go about eradicating it, though, from being on that surface? I would assume heat?
Yes, because they actually do say that the sun kills it. Like everything else that's bad, the sun kills it.
See, and I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and we were talking about this is probably the best time for the virus to breed because we're in the middle of winter still. Now, I think part of the reason why they think that a lot of this will be over come the summertime is because, well, it's the summer. It gets hot.
Yeah. Yep.
They say that it can't survive in environments 70 degrees and up.
Yep. So maybe that's why our governor decided we're not going to close restaurants and schools down because we're all up in the 70s and up here. So
yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Would you think that in those places, though, that are generally hot, obviously it would minimize the chances of people catching it in abundance, yeah? To a degree.
Yes and no. Yeah, to a degree. Like, if you live in a city, like, for example, Houston, there's still people that are going to have it.
Okay. That's
you know,
it's pretty interesting how that works.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, they don't really know much about this virus, and and I think too that's why people are freaking out as well. And it doesn't help the fact that we're in such a social media craze, because somebody had said on a YouTube channel that social media wasn't like this when the N1H1 was around.
Joe Cronin.
When, you know, yeah, exactly.
Shout out to Joe Cronin, by the way.
That's right.
Love you, Cronin, buddy. Thank you for taking my calls whenever I do call in, and you're a good guy, man.
Yes.
You know, and it's interesting you bring up social media because you and me were talking about this last night, baby. You remember when 9/11 happened and it was all over the radio,
Absolutely.
It was all over the news and everything. Well, you know, folks, we're talking about a 19-year difference.
Of course.
This was 2001. If we would have had social media back when 9/11 happened, can you imagine how much worse
That's a
things
scary.
would have been simply because of people spreading things like they do. And don't tell me they don't, because they do.
That's a scary thought, because think about how high tensions were during that time and how people would have started arguments, and God knows the cyber war that would have gone on at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and honestly, you know, that's a lot of the reason why I'm really just considering just leaving the Dabble community. For anybody who doesn't know, it's a streaming app full of blind folks.
We'll podcast about that at some point.
Yeah, we'll have. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. You know, there's some people that find this. You know, there's some people that troll this. You know, they find it funny, and I'm not one of those people, man, because you got people like us that are disabled that have a limited income. You have people like my elderly grandparents. You know, I live in a community full of elderly and disabled, and do you think any of us are laughing? You think this is funny for any of us? No, absolutely not.
And it's even worse for people that have like I do. I'm disabled, but I also have an autoimmune disease.
Exactly. You know, and I don't think people really understand how potentially serious this is. You know, people, I see people on Facebook going, "Oh, I'm so sick and tired of hearing about this and this." Well, I think we all are, but we need to take this seriously for the time being because it is serious.
Right. It is. It's very serious.
Yeah.
Listen,
and
I mean, I don't feel good about my basketball and my wrestling and everything being canceled, but
likewise.
we and it hurts my heart, because I have musician friends and bartender friends, and it's a sad, dark time in this country right now. But if I can tell you one thing, I don't know how, I don't have the answers, I don't know how, but we're going to get through this.
You know,
I have an answer to that.
go ahead.
For those who do believe, faith and God. And if you don't believe in God, then at least have faith that it'll get better.
You know, here's one thing. So I was watching SmackDown on Friday.
Oh boy.
And it was one of the most surreal experiences that I've ever been through in regards to wrestling. Now, I dare anyone tell me, oh, bro, but you've watched empty arena matches before. Yeah, listen, under an empty arena match environment, it's understood. I already know that that's what I'm going to get. And it's just one match.
Right, but not an entire show.
Right. To have an entire show, it was... I honestly felt like I was watching a wrestling tryout or something like that, or something that they taped for what's it called? Tough Enough.
Yeah, and you know what? And it makes it even that much more strange because it's the biggest company in the world, and it's not like they have a choice in the matter.
You know what really hit home for me was when I saw Cena come down.
Oh.
And it was just empty. Like, it was just his music. He just came down. He didn't say nothing to the camera like he normally does. You know how he's hyping up the crowd?
You know what's kind of funny, though?
What?
All this time, John Cena would say, "You can't see me," and on Friday he was like, "I can't see y'all."
Oh my god!
I'm sorry, I had to go there.
Oh wow!
Son, are you gonna stroke?
Oh my god! What the hell? But
And I'm sorry.
Gatorade.
I'm sorry. Have a drink of Wawa.
I can't see y'all. But seriously,
And Corbin still can't cut a promo to save his life.
But seriously, to see John Cena come out there under that condition, it was so sad.
It was very sad.
Again,
Corbin still can't.
Again, I understand the show must go on, but and I have it on good word that a lot of wrestlers are very concerned, even in spite of them wrestling in empty arenas at the PC Center. A lot of them are still concerned over this for reasons that I stated earlier. You know, what if one of them have it? What if one of the crew or whomever? Yeah. You know, and not to mention they travel in these planes.
Right, exactly. And it's kind of like, Case, you're Utah Jazz. What happened? Well, one player got it. And who's to say? Hopefully not. But who's to say
two, actually,
that other people have it?
It was two, actually.
Oh, two?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, come on, folks. McMahon... McMahon over here is refusing to cancel WrestleMania on his own. And a lot of it has to do with contractual shit and money, right? Money and fees and all this other crap. Look, that strikes me funny because we have a billionaire crying over a couple of millions of dollars that he could potentially lose over this. Wow.
Right, and so it makes...
Wow, Vince.
But it makes you wonder, though, right? Is he really?
Is he really what?
A billionaire? Because if he's crying over...
Of course he is. Look at all the money he's making with Saudi Arabia and all that. Of course he's a billionaire. His company's worth billions.
Yeah.
So what's this gonna... This is a dent. It's like $10 for us.
But you know what it is, though? You know what it is in his narcissistic personality?
Oh, no, he is probably sitting there going, "Oh, yeah, I'm the only show in town."
Exactly. I was just going to say that. You know he is. Yeah. Because it's a psychology. Like with Vance, you have to be you have to kind of know a little bit about psychology. And with him, it's a mental thing.
Obviously, and that's unfortunate, though, given this circumstance. You know,
he doesn't care if he puts his wrestlers at risk, but what he needs to understand is this. If there's no wrestlers, there's no WWE. If there's no fans, there's no WWE.
I'm going to ask the both of y'all this question, though. Yeah. 20 years ago, would this have been his approach?
It's hard to say. Because the WWE back then wasn't nearly as big as it is now. They were on their way to being there, certainly. But, see, Mania isn't just Mania anymore. It isn't just a 3-hour event. I mean, it's 5 days of festivities with indie wrestling promotions and ROH and, I mean, it's a huge, huge deal. I mean, there's things that go on even outside of all the WWE festivities. I mean,
obviously, I attended New Japan with Crystal the day before WrestleMania last year. At Madison Square Garden.
Yep.
But I just don't agree with what Vince is doing in regards to, and all because, bro, again, it goes back to this. What the hell is a couple of millions to him? Nothing.
But you got to remember, he has a narcissistic personality. So people that have narcissistic personalities, it's all about them, and they hate to lose money. Those are the people
but the NBA said NHL filed suit, said MLB said
Okay, but you don't have people, I'm sure you do, but you don't have people running those, the sports that are totally narcissistic and that don't care about anybody else.
But all of these companies, rather you guys want to accept the fact or not, and I mean everyone listening and watching right now, the fact of the matter is this: those sports are bigger than what wrestling is at this current moment.
Well,
right,
they're way bigger conglomerates,
and
have way more to lose. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
This is why I say Vince has got to go, man. Because
but see, it goes back to the psychology of it all. It goes back to his psychology, and that's, like I told you, he's a narcissistic. And what happens with narcissistic people? They don't care about anybody or anything but themselves, and if they're extremely successful, they hate to lose it. They don't do well.
But anybody with any sort of common sense would know that you cancel these events regardless.
Right.
You can't run Mania without the glitz and glamour.
That's one of the ideas that's being pitched out, is having Mania at the PC Center. That is not going to work. Listen, what is wrong with just you postponing it to another date? Everyone else is doing it. AEW postponed some of their shows.
He doesn't want to be like everybody else.
I don't
though.
give a shit what he wants.
Me either.
He's not going to get his way. He's not going to get his way. Dude, I promise you.
I understand that, but you guys aren't listening.
No,
it's a psychological thing. You have to think like somebody that's got some sort of psychology education somewhere.
No. I understand. I understand what you're saying. I get you, but just from a personal perspective, I just wish this guy would get it through his head that he's putting everybody in danger.
Well, you know what? He's old. He's senile.
Okay, I don't mind him having Raw and all that at the PC Center, even though it's still a risk, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it because you're not putting fans in danger, at least. Okay, that's fine, but you're such a petulant little bitch that you just want your way all the fucking time, and you're screaming and you're hollering and you're, I want Mania, and
well, he's not going to get Mania, and that's just too damn bad.
Unless, I don't care what y'all say, unless he talks to Linda.
No, she doesn't have that much pull. I'm sorry.
No. But what if she goes and talks to somebody?
Take over, guys.
It's not going to happen because at this point there's just too much against him. It won't happen. Trust me. I mean, I think Vince and Florida are going to fight this out to the very last minute, but it's not going to happen.
Do you think it's because of insurance too?
Well, that is one thing I've heard.
Absolutely is.
I've heard of that too. Yeah.
Because if the state of Florida cancels the event and not the WWE, then the WWE can get all that insurance money back.
Well, that's the reason. That's why I'm saying that's the reason why Vince is just waiting for them to tell them to not cancel it. I'm sorry to cancel it. My bad.
He's that money hungry?
Of course.
Obviously.
Jeez.
Obviously. You know, now to something. I mean, how much could this hurt WWE though? More so than what they've already been hurt. Because let's take a look at this, for example. About 2 to 3 years ago, WWE Raw ratings were at a 3.5, give or take, around that neighborhood. Now,
damn good considering.
Now they could barely score a 2.1.
Yeah.
Will people care enough? Will people be bored enough to say, you know what? Fuck it. Let's watch wrestling.
I think so.
Okay, but what happens when they see the current product?
You'll have those people that are like, hey, it's something to watch.
Right, but there goes...
But then you'll have those...
Go ahead.
But then you'll have people that are like you that stay with the product no matter what, good or bad. But then you have people that are like, I don't want to watch this.
Okay.
And they won't.
But look at their network numbers. They were up about 2.2 mil.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's down to 1.2. And I wouldn't be surprised if the network numbers start decreasing even more and more and more.
Well, definitely, because look at the product that they're putting out.
Well, it's not just that. You have to look at some more factors. Like, remember when they had that big supposed upgrade to the network?
Yeah.
That fucked up the entire interface and fucked up all the content. And there was shit missing. You can't... It's so bad. And on every single device, it's different.
Yeah, that's what I was explaining to Case, that, you know, if you are browsing through an Apple TV or an Amazon Fire Stick or Cube, the interface is more or less clean. But if you're on anything else, on an iOS device or on a web browser on your PC or Mac, it's just, it's a clusterfuck.
And that turns off people. It's accessibility.
Yeah.
That turns off people.
Yeah, definitely. You know,
especially if you're writing to them and they don't listen to you either, or they send you an email going, "Oh, we're working on it," and you know that they're not.
Yeah, and it could also also be discouraging as well.
It really can be.
You know, and they were promising this tiered system.
Yeah, and where is
that
it?
Hasn't... Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, wasn't that supposed to come out this year?
You know, and honest to God, and I'm being truthful to this. That would be the only way that I resubscribe back. Because the tier system would give me a crap load of other indie wrestling shit to indulge in. And I would welcome that with open arms.
You know what? I want to go back a year and I want to talk about something for a minute.
Go ahead.
AEW's charity event versus the Evolve show. What a night to be a fan, huh?
Oh, yes.
Oh, man. Dude, I had both of them going. I had Evolve on the TV, and I had AEW on the Alexa.
That's crazy.
On the Spreaker.
That's crazy.
And I was watching both simultaneously. And dude, I was digging that Evolve show.
That's crazy. That's incredible.
I was digging that.
That's why
AEW put on a hell of a... Oh, man.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Oh, dude, it was fun, bro.
They killed it, bro. They both freaking killed it. And
damn,
and here's the thing. That's why I would be acceptant of this tier. You know, come on, bro. Evolve, ICW. Oh,
hell yeah.
Please.
Hell yeah.
Please, bring it. But it's not here yet.
But please, make it work.
You know what else is going to hurt WrestleMania if they go on with this? is this whole concept that and guess what? Even through all of this crap that's going on right now, WrestleMania, yes or no, empty arena Raws and SmackDowns and canceling house shows, through and through all of that and seeing how economically people are right now, this fool is still negotiating with third-party companies to have WrestleMania and other pay-per-views on off the network and on regular PPV distributors.
You're butchering your network.
Exactly. That's why people got the network in the first place. A lot of people did.
Dude, look, people will buy pay-per-view for UFC. AEW only runs 4 pay-per-views a year.
Right, and that makes a lot of sense. They got it right.
It's not one every month.
AEW got it right.
Nobody is going to pay for 13 plus pay-per-views a year. Nobody.
I believe it's 16.
Because listen, I got news for you. It ain't 1998 anymore.
No, pay-per-views aren't $30 anymore.
Well, not only that, but dude, this ain't the Attitude Era. This isn't kick-ass product every week, must-see TV.
Or the Ruthless Aggression Era, which personally I liked better than the Attitude Era.
Agreed.
Attitude Era I liked better for the stories, but if you ask me from an in-ring, Ruthless Aggression was it, baby.
Oh, yes, man, because you had the return of guys like Benoit and Guerrero and you know, you had Kurt and Cena coming in, Brock coming in. Mm-hmm. You just had it was great. And matches were longer and they were more competitive.
But
you know, and that's one thing I think the WCW had way better than WWF at the time.
Absolute. Without a shadow of a doubt. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
But going back to SmackDown on Friday, though, Case, I want your feelings on that. With, I know you said you just checked out the highlights, but what went through your mind when you saw all of that, man?
Man, you know, if I didn't know it wasn't Friday, like if I didn't know it was Friday Night SmackDown, I really would have thought it would have been like a training course,
right? Because
that's what it looked like. But I'll tell you one thing: it's very interesting to hear how the matches are structured because there's no crowd,
right?
So they can't block out like anything the referee says, or sometimes you can hear the guys calling the spots. But it doesn't ruin it for me because I love wrestling anyway. But
I remember on Friday. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to throw this in there. I remember hearing somebody counting Paul Levesque down before they came on air.
Yeah, and then they said we're live.
Yeah, there was like 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're live. And then Triple H started doing his bit.
You know, it's so. 2 things went through my mind. You know, of course, there was curiosity. Mm-hmm. Man, it made me sad.
Yeah, I know, me too.
Because it's like, we know that wrestling, you know, they're trying to make us forget about it for a couple hours, which is fine. God bless them. But gosh, man, like SmackDown with no crowd, Raw with no crowd, with no people there to enjoy it and put life into it. It
just doesn't feel the same. And I remember telling Crystal on Friday, I was like, yo, I'm never going to complain about a crowd sounding meh anymore. Because meh or not, at least you hear something in the background.
Exactly. You know. And,
you know what?
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I wanted to bring up something else too. If you think about it, the last event that they had before SmackDown, the last pay-per-view event was Elimination Chamber, and people left during the main event. Now, granted, the main event sucked, but can you believe that that's one of the last big events before this really hit? And people walked out?
Yeah, and you know, they actually showed the Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah, they showed
Friday.
the tag team.
Yeah, I'm like, really? Ugh.
And I don't know if it's available on Hulu yet. Is it available on Hulu?
What, the
Friday Night SmackDown episode?
Yes.
Okay, because I want to go back and watch it.
It's available the day after.
Okay, because I need to go back and watch it. I haven't.
But keep in
seen it.
mind, when they do put that up there, they edit some of it.
Well, that's probably a good thing. Makes it a little easier to watch.
Yeah, now.
By the way, I wanna send a shout out to what's up, Chris? How you doing, bro? I see your messages on here.
But yeah, man, it's
just really sad.
It is, but it's like I said, man. Wrestling, no matter how good or bad it is, it's always been there for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So no matter how good or bad it is, I'll stand by it.
Right.
But yeah.
What are you gonna do, man? I mean, the old man. Let's talk about let's talk about why the old man's got to go.
Oh God.
I feel like this is a broken record.
Well,
it's a broken record, yeah, but there's, for whatever reason, there's always more layers that you could throw onto this whole thing. And it seems to me that every single decision that McMahon has made for the last, 5 years, maybe more, 10, have been abysmal. 10. And little by little, he is destroying his company from the inside internally.
Maybe somebody needs to not pay the water cooler bill.
Tell that story.
Let me see if I get it right. If I don't, help me here.
Yeah.
Please. So I believe it was in 96 or 97. I'm not quite sure exactly how this happened, but because I wasn't watching it back then, to be honest. But from what I know, the product wasn't great. The ratings were going down, and everyone kept telling Vince, the ratings and all this stuff, and he didn't care. Well, one day they were gonna take the water coolers from WWE headquarters because somebody didn't pay the bill.
Yeah.
And once they told him they were gonna take the water coolers,
it got better. That's when it got better. That's when Vince said, "We gotta change."
Pretty much. So maybe somebody needs to take away the water coolers again.
So Chris asks, how did we feel about these guys cutting promos with no crowd?
It was weird. I could tell you that. Like I said earlier, Corbin still can't cut a promo to save his life. The Miz and Morrison, yeah, I'm still like, what are they doing? But they did though. They played the fact that there was no crowd. They played into it.
Right. So very smart on them for that. And
it was very smart.
And they were looking hard at the camera, so saying, okay, we're looking at y'all. Us watching.
Exactly. Yeah. The match between, I forgot who it was. Was it Sasha and I forgot who else it was. That's how unrememberable it was. Is that a word?
What word?
I don't
know what you're looking for. I don't know what you're looking for.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Uneventful.
Okay.
Unrememberable. Wow. It was. I just don't remember that. But to see John Cena come out and there was like nothing, that made me sad. I was really sad about that.
You know what was very irritating to me, though, and I wanted them to shut the hell up?
What?
I mean, I understand when guys wrestle, it's like, they do all that. But, oh my God, do the women have to be so loud?
I know! You caught that too, huh?
Yes. Do they have to exaggerate that much?
Yeah, I know.
The only reason you're noticing it is because there was no crowd. But they do it all the time.
No, I know, but But here's the thing, Case. It's annoying even with the crowd because I could still hear their loud, obnoxious ass. It's worse without.
Yeah. It is.
I don't know why in WWE they teach their women to do that.
Because Vince probably likes it for whatever reason.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
What is that?
Why.
Whatever reason? Oh boy.
I don't think we will.
Do you want to know?
No.
Yeah.
But I can give you.
I want to take out my cock for you. Take out.
But I can answer
Shout out
that.
to Joe Cronin.
But I can answer that in one word.
Go ahead.
Ruff, ruff, ruff.
Hey! Don't diss my girl like that, bro. What's wrong with you? You're fired. Oh damn.
I'm sure everybody remembers that segment.
Yes, they do. I do.
So horrible, bro.
Hey, Case. I can't believe I just fired Case on air.
I know. It's another sad day.
Sorry, Case.
That was horrible. You whore bucket.
What?
Well.
What?
What is a whore bucket?
I have no idea.
It just sounded funny.
It did.
You know what's even funnier when you say it with an accent? You whore bucket.
Oh, don't be such a whore bucket.
Oh, here we go.
Aye.
Hey.
Whore bucket.
Hey, yo, Chris, you got any other questions, bro? You'd like for us to answer? What's up? Ask something sexy, bro. What's up?
Something.
or anything that you want to ask any of us directly. You know, we got the lady here, we got the gentleman here, we got myself here. So what's up? What you got?
Oh, so Baby Boy's not a gentleman?
I am. I'm the man.
What are you doing, Case?
What am I doing?
He's extending his muscle.
Oh.
He's using a muscle extender.
They have those?
Go ahead, Case. Pull.
I get one of
pull.
those?
Come on, pull. Go ahead, Case. Oh yeah. Keep going. Oh, that's it. Give it a little squeeze. Come on. That's it. There you go.
Baby shark.
Oh my God. No, he did not.
Baby shark, do 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 do.
Baby shark. Do 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 do. Baby shark. Do 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 do. Baby shark.
Bob.
All right. Well, guys, all right. I've lost all control here. So, Chris wants to know how he could join the show. Chris, if you wanna guest on any of the shows, man, or join us on our wrestling shows, I'll definitely give you a call after this show, and I'll clue you in, man. I would love. Honestly, though, this guy, he watches it all too, from AEW to New Japan and all that. So,
yes.
Yo, Chris.
Wait, that's Chris, right?
No, that's another Chris.
Oh, that's another Chris. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
So, but I definitely got you, bro. Don't worry.
Bobby Chark. What?
Chris wants to know.
What?
Chris wants to know who's excited for actual wrestling on Wednesday night. Now, here's the thing: is AEW taking place? I mean, I know it's taking place, but is it going to be an empty arena as well, or are they going to have at least a few fans in attendance?
Okay.
How's this working?
Okay. All right. So here's what I know so far.
All right, give us the scoop.
All right. Okay. So the scoop is that it's not going to be an empty arena. It's going to be at, I think I'm saying this right, Daly's Place, which is an outdoor arena. And so they can actually do that. But the thing is, now that the government has said you can't gather in a place 50 people or more.
I thought it was 200.
They changed the number.
They changed it.
They changed it to 50?
They changed it to 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty soon it's going to be none. We'll watch.
Yeah, they changed it just yesterday. Yesterday.
Oh my god.
It's 50 or more.
Wow, what the hell?
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
So this is gonna be like watching wrestling at a freaking bar.
Actually, you know what's funny? I've done that, and there were 600 people there.
Never mind, there goes my theory.
What? One of those little hole in the walls? Yeah.
Yeah, that's those are the bars I'm talking about. It's gonna
Yeah,
be like watching wrestling at one of those.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes those are the best shows.
That's true.
They are.
That's true.
But anyway,
because you know the crowd is gonna sound much louder too.
So
Yeah,
basically,
some dude threw his beer at me.
rude.
Oh.
Well, Baby Moy got beer spilt. Was it beer spilt on you?
Yeah, so this happened at Madison when I went to watch
over,
New
guys.
Japan.
I gotta take this.
No problem. So this happened when I went to New Japan. Now, luckily, I wasn't wearing my wrestling shirt at the time, but some crazy chick spilt beer all over my fucking back. Go figure. And you know, okay. Say what you want about beer, love it or hate it, but having it on you sucks. It really does. And it doesn't smell pleasant at all. It's terrible. And I mean, it's just sticky and just nasty. And ugh, no thank you. At least it was cold, because it was hot up in that venue during the time. So at least it worked for cooling me down, which was good. That's a plus.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. Did you hear what I just said, bro?
No, I tapped something wrong and it hung up.
All right, I'll reiterate. So I was saying basically that when I went to New Japan, at Madison Square Garden, I had beer spilt on me. And say what you want about beer, love it or hate it, it always sucks to wear it.
Yes.
Oh, I love beer, man. I love me some damn beer, but I'll tell you what. I kind of get a little mad when somebody throws that.
Yeah, this lady spilt beer on him.
Yeah.
Stone Cold would be pissed.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, I mean, beer, like I said, it's not good when you're wearing it. I mean, at least it was cold, like I mentioned before. At least it was nice and cold.
Yeah, because it was hot.
Because it was hot up in that venue. So I'm like, lady, thank you so much, but please, could it be water next time? Because I don't like wearing beer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So back to what I was saying.
Go ahead.
So basically, the only people that are going to be there are the people that have to be there.
Like medical and such.
Like medical and stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes sense, I guess.
Since they changed it, because it was going to be like a few family members, like selective people, like fans and family members and stuff. But since they changed it, it's just going to be the people that need to be there.
Hey, watch this, guys. Watch this. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. You like that? You like that?
That's nice.
Is that good?
Oh, yeah. Wait. I didn't know your voice could go that deep. What happened?
Oh, yeah, baby. Hail to the king.
I'm trying to figure out what you sound like there.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I don't know.
Yeah. Shake that ass.
Oh, you know what you sound like? You sound like one of those old 1940s and 30s jazz DJs.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you sound like.
Yeah, right there, baby. Yeah. Yeah.
Or that guy on Snoop's album.
What is wrong?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
I don't
He was
know.
gonna laugh like that too.
It takes too much effort to laugh like that.
So there is a new Stone Cold session with Bret Hart on the network or wherever you guys want to pirate it.
Oh, that's not politically correct.
Whatever, man.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Speaking of Stone Cold, let's, hey, Case, spill a game with you real quick. I'll give you a name of a wrestler, and you tell me the first word that comes to mind. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. It could be a wrestler or personality. Eric Bischoff.
Honestly,
Eric Bischoff.
if I can make a quote. Nitro beat Raw 84 weeks in a row.
Okay. That's Eric Bischoff.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. Owen Hart. Owen Hart.
The infamous "enough is enough" and it's time for a change.
Isn't that applicable here?
It is. Yeah, really.
King Kong Bundy.
WrestleMania 2.
The Undertaker.
Rest in peace.
Barry Horowitz.
God. There was nobody better on commentary than Kurt Hennig
Oh, yeah.
when Barry was...
Oh, God. Yes. Rowdy Piper.
Piper's Pit. And I'm not talking in the 2000s, I'm talking in the 80s.
Beautiful, beautiful. Kamala.
I didn't see a lot of Kamala, but if I had to pick one, it would have been in the early 80s, in the world class territory.
Okay.
The Ugandan giant Kamala, as Bill Mercer would say. I love this game. Keep going.
All right, sure. Sonny Ono.
Early Monday Nitro.
Okay. I like that. Lee Marshall.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
I would say WCW Thunder.
That's a good one.
see Eddie Guerrero ring his tuner on the top rope here. He's an excellent wrestler, excellent performer. Yes.
Yep,
Here
yep.
on WCW Thunder.
All right. I like that.
Of course, if you want to go back further than that, you got Lee Marshall. He was in the late years of the AWA.
Yes, exactly.
That's the American Wrestling Alliance for you youngsters.
Correct.
Run by the Vunganya.
Missy Hyatt.
I didn't see enough of her to really know, honestly.
Okay, that's fair. Brooklyn Brawler. Oh boy.
Not so much wrestling, but that accent.
Oh yeah, the Ultimate Warrior, he's a piece of shit, and then, he told me to go out to the ring and, hey, Steve, go out there, make the motherfucker look good, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, baby.
Blacktop Bully.
God.
Otherwise known as the Repo Man.
Oh, God. That stupid fucking flatbed truck match at Starrcade. God, please. Can we do... Oh, my God.
Okay. I'm telling you, bro. I'm going obscure. I'm everywhere here. All right. Duke the Drumster Drozy.
Did They made such a big damn deal out of him being number 30 in the Royal Rumble. I'm gonna take 96 WWE Royal Rumble. Look at I'm number 30 in the WWE Royal Rumble. Oh, God.
Okay, Skinner.
The tobacco spitting 300-pound slob who jobbed to the Undertaker in the early 90s, and that was like the Western mortician Undertaker. That was like oh yes, my Undertaker will take you down, Skinner. Oh yes.
Okay, Damien Demento.
The first Monday Night Raw episode.
When he jumped to my favorite, The Undertaker. Oh, yeah.
Okay, Virgil's meat sauce.
Don't even. No, I'm not commenting.
He said that people wouldn't share the locker room with him because they got jealous of his 14 and a half dick. 14 and a half incher. Okay. Let's see. Bastion Booger.
Oh God. I remember he sucked. That's about all I remember is that he sucked.
Here's a great one. Waylon Mercy.
Oh man.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
Go ahead.
You know what I like to do? I like to go to the beach.
Well, that's how he talked. Yeah,
I'm
that
here
accent.
in the park.
Uh-huh.
I'm having a little picnic.
Uh-huh.
Kids and mom and dad
Uh-huh.
having their potato salad and their sandwiches and things. Because lives are gonna be in Waylon Mercy's hands. You know what I mean?
He was.
You know what though?
Bray Wyatt
You know what though?
before
I
there
will
was
say
a Bray
this,
Wyatt, man, so ahead of his time.
dude. I really wish that Dan Spivey was a little more healthy and younger, because that character had so much promise.
So good, bro.
And that was
But
the
I
guy
just-
who played him?
Unfortunately, he was 45 at the time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That was Dangerous Dan Spivey.
Yeah.
But dude, I think it was in the wrong era.
Yeah, absolute.
I think he really, like, can you imagine in the mid 80s if they would have brought him in against Hulk Hogan, and like they would have had him as that monster Southern gentleman, because he was there in the 80s.
Yes.
And when he beat the fuck out of Adrian Adonis.
Oh my
He means
God!
that-
Yes.
He
doesn't
kicked the shit out of
Oh
Adrian
my
Adonis.
God!
Dude.
Did he ever?
Oh man. Well, because Adonis was screwing around in the match, trying to, pull shit on Danny. And so backstage, Danny just, boom, popped him right in the face and
Yeah.
crushed his eye socket and everything. Oh, dude, he fucked this shit up, cowboy.
All right.
He doesn't mean Hulk Hogan. He means Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, for your Hispanics out there, Hulk Hogan. That's right.
Yes, that's right.
Let's see what's another good name. Let me think here. Oh, he had me dying with his impersonation of Harvey Whippleman on Saturday.
Oh, God. Don't make me do it here.
Do it.
Well, Undertaker, I'm gonna tell you right now, the John Gonzalez at WrestleMania 9, he's gonna take you out, Undertaker. And I'm gonna tell you, but when you buried the Ugandan giant Kamala and put him in the casket, the John Gonzalez took you out at the Raw Rumble Undertaker, and the John Gonzalez is gonna take you out again at WrestleMania 9.
And then, you had Gonzalez come in. And, dude, I mean, listen, poor George, man. Like, he couldn't really speak English. But as long as he said, Undertaker! Yes! It is!
Oh my God.
He was good. Rest in peace, George. Rest in peace, George.
Rest in peace at WrestleMania 9!
See? He can
Undertaker!
You can't breathe. You got a pen in your chest. Do you want to go to a Yak in the Box?
Anybody got a beer?
But I won't.
How about you, Undertaker?
My fucking stomach.
Well, this is Luna.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, Mr. Fuji.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
Or classy Freddie Blassie.
Oh, what K? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, what K? There was no K.
What?
Oh my God.
Was that English? What is that?
Oh, what K? There was no K. I don't know what you're talking about.
What did you say after that?
I'm fucking done.
And then he got Mean Gene.
Settle down, damn it. Remember Royal Rumble 93.
Settle down, damn it.
Sherry Martel going to ballistics. He's like, settle down, damn it.
Oh, the best. SummerSlam 88. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
fuck it.
Oh, fuck it. Gentlemen, as you know, the Ultimate Warrior. Nice going. Fuck it.
There goes the backdrop. Oh God. Chris says Shanika from the banter of the what the hell's their names?
Doug and Danny.
Yeah,
Basham.
Bashams. There you go. I'm reading it and I'm
God.
asking what the hell's
That
wrong
was
with me.
so horrible, bro. That was so horrible.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that was god awful.
It really was, man.
Dude, and they change their entrance music every week.
So annoying.
Although I will
damn
tell you
annoying.
this. I will tell you this. Doug Basham hit one hell of a power bomb on Jamie Noble, man. Did you see that shit? Boom!
I couldn't stand Jamie Noble.
Oh! I can do a Jamie Noble.
Oh no, please.
Do it.
No. No.
Well, let me tell you something, Michael Cole. Me and Tom Jerry right here and right now not gonna need you. What? We come from the trailer park.
It's a good thing he didn't say my nigga in that accent.
I need you right here and right now, and I'm gonna show you boys what it's all about.
How would he go to the hood and say, "What up, my nigga"? Oh God.
We won't go there.
Ain't that the best looking piece of meat you ever seen? That's some steak right there. That's some good fried squirrel.
Oh my God. Oh Lord. What the hell? It's a fun game.
What just happened? What just happened on the show?
I don't know. I don't know.
Impressions with Kate.
Oh, I'm in tears right now,
Hey,
bro.
that should be a segment.
Oh,
Like impressions with you and me.
oh God. Oh, shit. Let's get the hell out of here. I think we should end it on that note. Give people something to smile about, man. Anybody got final words? Anybody?
Yes.
What's up?
Let me talk to Dusty.
So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the American dreamed up the road. You know what I'm saying? I slept and down on pork and beans, and I wine and dine with kings and queens, baby. But if I can say one thing to you right here, right now, it's an ambulance. All right, I'm gonna be your ass, and they're gonna take you out in a little ambulance thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like a wang wang. You know, how they have the little siren? Have they a little siren to go the woo woo? Yeah. Little siren thing going on, baby.
Let's get the hell up out of here, man. Yo, you guys be safe, man. Be blessed. Enjoy tonight's Raw. Empty Arena. Chris, thank you for chiming in, bro. Thank you for listening. We're going to listen to some music on the way out. See you later. Pandemonium. Ladies and gentlemen, see ya. Let's get out of here.
Oh my god. Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm done.
If I'm not muting myself, it's because I want you guys to hear this on the outro on our way out.
I cannot do it anymore.
I'm your host, baby
I
Moy.
want that teapot short and stout, baby.
I don't understand what you're saying, man.
I'm your host, baby Moy. That's Kason.
English.
We're out of here.
No, you go home now. You go home.
Thumbs up, subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on social media. Pages are in the description box. Also, my SoundCloud is there. And a few other goodies, folks. We'll be putting this podcast on Spotify and on Apple Podcast as well. And
Apple Podcast, sir.
Apple Pod. I'm sorry. I can't. Listen.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
It's the Apple Podcast. It's a podcast with the fruit. It's Apple. It's like a bite. It's like a big testicle. It's like a big ball.
Testicle. That's the wolf.
Anyway.
Going back and forth in the sex.
Just look at the just look at the description box down below, folks.
Well, we were swinging.
Charlotte is my lover. And we were swinging.
Swinging.
Oh.
It's a straight tequila night.
I like that song.
I feel like watching Mr. Rogers now.
Hold on, guys. Hang on. I gotta answer the door real quick. Hang on 1 second. No, sir. I just finished. Yes, sir. Alright, guys. I gotta go. Got some company. Y'all be blessed. Stay safe.
Later.
You got it, brother.
Later. Peace.
We're out of here, folks.